All right, so you've seen my interview with Copyright,
Yep.
and you've seen my interview with High and Mighty.
Yeah.
And you even commented on the video of Copyright saying you never really had a real issue with Copy, but what was said in the interview was just incorrect.
Right.
I'm glad you've given me the opportunity to interview you and let you tell your side, which I think is the right thing to do, because somewhere in between everyone's side is the truth. So let's start at the beginning. The whole issue starts because of Cage. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much, I think. So yeah, like I said, I don't have any beef with Copyright, and I don't have any beef with High and the Mighty guys. Like, I want to fight anybody. I'm 46. I got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? I think I watched what they said too. Same thing with, they know their age. They know the stage that we're at in life. There's not going to be any fightings. There's not going to be any of the immature shit. But when you're wrong, you're wrong. And there's a couple things. Copyright, I think Copyright had the misfortune back then of being down with just the wrong guys. You know what I'm saying? And I think Copyright kind of made an exit at some certain point. And then if Copyright was sitting right here next to me, first of all, I follow him on social media. I have no problem with him. I have no active problems with him. The times that I had problems with him were just when everybody was beefing. I just didn't want anybody shitting on my friends. But Copyright, I think Copyright will say this. Copyright had a lot of problems over the years. The reason why I kept my distance is he would fuck with drugs, real heavy. I think he got out of control with addiction, and God bless him, that he's worked and put in the work to get out of that. And he fucked with fuck-ass people who, did shitty things. And then I think that he's because of his addiction maybe, and I'm just speculating here from the things that I heard, and this is, once again, this is not my judgment. This is just me explaining why I didn't align with him. He was fucking over people and doing foul things, which was probably from his addiction or whatever. And that's why I distanced myself from him from a long time, even after all the dust had settled from our beef. But I'm proud of him for turning to God maybe, and I'm proud of him for wanting to get sober and change his life. That's fucking fantastic. I love hearing those things. I'm just saying, stating clearly out of my brain, no censor, no disrespect at all, the reasons why I didn't align with him for a long time. And I don't think anybody could fault me for that. And the other thing too, so with the Cage thing, like you said, let's start at the beginning. We were cool with everybody. We were never suckers for a second, but we wanted to be cool and collaborative with people. This was a time period where you were meeting artists and networking, and everybody was putting in work, and everybody was trying to collab with each other or do shit. Even if a collab didn't have to happen, everybody was just pretty cool, We talked to everybody. We were down with everybody. And somehow something happened on some message board where I think somebody tried to say we dissed them, and which was bullshit, complete bullshit. We didn't. And I think Self went on a message board to clear it up, and Cage popped off, and I'm paraphrasing right now, but Cage was like, yeah, fuck y'all, or something, like, yeah, whatever. So Esoteric released this album, Herb, Your Herb, and dissed him, and so that's when shit started, and that's when shit started to go south. So Esso's plan was to battle these guys, right? And Copyright had said Esoterodactyl will get his beak broke. So all of a sudden it went physical. And like I said, bro, we're not bullies. We're not Cobra Kai guys. We're not assholes. We're not the villains. But
just for clarification, he said that on a song, or he said that on the message board?
I don't fucking remember, bro. I don't remember. I just know that was said for a long time. I'm sure that was said. Esoterodactyl's about to get his beak broke or some shit like that. And that's because that's what changed it for us. We're not guys who jump out the window like, oh, word, you don't like us, we're gonna fucking jump you at your show or fight you or anything like that. So there was a show, and it was a High and a Mighty. It was done by High Times magazine. Was throwing this show, and it was High and the Mighty, MF Doom, Cage copyright esoteric. This was the bill, okay? And we go there, and I guess
This is SOBs, right?
SOBs, right? Self had gotten on the mic and talked shit and said, blah, blah, blah. If you guys got a problem, I don't remember what the fuck he said. He said some wild shit. I just don't remember what it was. And that was said on stage, and then we waited. And we were hoping somehow we I don't know what we thought in our hip hop brains, you know what I'm saying? But I think we were early 20s. I thought somehow we thought we were going to battle these guys, right? Like on stage, like it was going to be a battle. And that's what Esoteric had gone there for. We had gone there for support. We had a lot of people just who we were just friends with, who were around with us. And and like I said, man, some of these guys who either refute this or talk shit or denied it, these guys have very unreliable memories. I was very sober, and I remember a lot of this shit. A lot of it. Not everything. I don't remember every single little tiny detail, but I remember a lot of it. So time had come where Cage was walking up to the stage. Cage goes to
High
walk
and Mighty already on the stage at this time?
I don't think so. I never saw them once.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing those guys once. I don't know where the fuck they were. They were backstage or whatever. So Cage starts walking towards the stage. I don't even remember who he was with. He was with somebody. And we came up to him. No, we didn't come up to shit. He had to walk up to us because we were in the middle where the stage, where you got to go on stage. And Esoteric and 7L walked up, and we were all there. Self was right there. Everybody was there. 7L and Esoteric walk up, and Esoteric's like, yo, what's good, man? You've been saying a lot of crazy shit. Let's battle. And Cage goes, who the fuck are you? And then 7L goes, who the fuck are we? And he reached up, grabs Cage's hat, spun it on his head, and then Self just came in, clocking him. Boom, 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 boom. Cage is falling back, and Self grabs his jacket, North Face vest. Goes to pull Cage up because Cage is trying to dead weight and fall back. Self pulls his jacket. Woof, fucking feathers everywhere. Cage got, bopped in the head sometime, a few times. Cage dead weights back, and our boy Karma, shout out to Karma too. Karma tried to grab him and pull him back up. Nobody was jumping him or nothing like that. Karma and Self were trying to pull him back up so they could shoot a fair one. Bro, let's be real. If we were shitheads, we could have stomped the shit out of Cage. He was laying there. He dead weighted his body on the ground. We could have fucking stomped him out. We weren't getting down like that. Self was going to shoot a fair one with him. And Cage fell back and just laid down on the ground. At that point, our boy Guttermouth runs over, and Guttermouth is like, yo, we got to get out of here. We got to go. I don't know if it was security or what had happened, or the police were coming or some shit. But we run out the side door, and we're out there. We're kind of hanging out for a minute. Somebody said, I don't remember what this is. I just remember this being a thing for a long time. Somebody tried to say some stupid shit like Esoteric tried to hail a cab. Can you fucking imagine that, bro? Like, we're all out there. Esoteric's going to hail a cab? What are you even talking about? So people started just talking mad shit and saying really stupid shit, especially a lot of people who weren't even there. Out the side door comes Camuteo, and he was with my brother Poison Pen. And Pen wasn't there to do anything. Penn was there, I think, to make sure Camuteo didn't get jumped. And God rest the dead. I'm not going to speak anything ill. I'm not going to talk anymore about it, really, to be honest. Because Camuteo's dead. He's not here to defend himself or talk about his position. So all I'll say is that was just me recollecting. Camuteo came out the side of the door. Nothing happened. Nothing happened to him. And Poison Pen was there. And shout out to Pen. I love my brother Pen.
Shout out Pen.
Yep. And, and then it kind of went away, and we all left. We all took off. So a couple things. High and the Mighty, we never saw them. We heard Copyright had left at some point. Copyright didn't see any of that shit go down. But for Copyright to say it didn't happen is absolutely untrue. I don't remember. I think I watched a little bit of the interview he did. I don't remember exactly what he said about it, but he said, like, nobody got punched or some shit. Even Cage acknowledges he got punched. Like, for Mighty Milo Burger and Mr. Eon to say that that never happened, or Cage didn't get punched. Even Cage acknowledges he got punched. It didn't destroy him. He didn't get beaten to the hospital. It was just a couple punches. It was a couple little altercation. It wasn't even a big fucking deal. The crazy thing is, this was not even a big deal to us. The internet and the fans made it a big deal, okay? And we didn't really sweat it like that. The corny shit is, I saw your podcast with High and the Mighty. Pardon me. I saw the thing with the High and the Mighty, and those guys, I don't know if their memory is terrible or if they're fronting. And for anybody to, it doesn't surprise me at all that they would have convenient memory loss, because it doesn't favor them or their crew. It's a bad look for them in total, and especially what happened after that, right? So what happened after that, and I see a lot of funny things, like Milo said, oh, we didn't know Apathy. I saw him say that in the interview, and that doesn't really matter, but it just shows that these guys don't remember shit in the first place. I was at Milo's crib. Like, I went there to work with Mighty Milo, and if he has a hard time remembering that, I'll remind him. Sean C. from the Vinyl Reanimators had me and Self go over to his crib because we were supposed to work on some record. And when we went over there to his spot on Lexington, he made some beats. He put a beat on CD. It wasn't for me. That's why it never happened. The beat wasn't for me, but Cage was in his living room smoking, and we were there. So we know who he was. And Milo also went on at some point to say some slick shit about me. So he might not remember, man. So what, 53-year-old Milo Berger is going to jump on your podcast and be like, oh, it's no big deal. I don't remember anything, man. I'm too big. I'm above all this stuff. And, you can say that, but I don't think it's the truth, to be honest. I think either they're kind of holding it down for their boy Cage, or they're trying to save face. Because another thing, too, is for Mr. Eon to act like he doesn't remember shit. Maybe I'll jog his memory, too. Maybe they were just really high in those days and they don't remember shit, which, I'll cut them some slack and maybe account for them. But Mr. Eon called our boy Andy Unknown, Mr. DJ Unknown. And he called him and had Unknown call Self on three-way right after the beef happened. And at first, these guys are like, yo, what's up with this beef? Is this going to spill over? And they're like, well, I'm not really worried about it. It's not like they know where we're at. And Andy was like, oh, no, they've been to your place. Unknown was like, they've been to your place. And they're like, they were more nervous. So they were, I don't know what they thought it would be. We weren't going to retaliate or roll up on them. We had no reason to be like that. But I'm just telling it historically how it went. So Unknown and Eon called Self on three-way and was like, yo, please, we want to dead this. We don't want any issues. Self was like, yeah, fine. Just have Cage apologize. And I remember Eon was sad and was like, fuck, man, Cage isn't going to apologize, bro. It's not going to happen. So he was nervous and he was worried about it, and these guys knew exactly what the fuck was going on. And all by the way, it's interesting that they deny now and they forget, because all they've done since this happened was deny. No, that never happened. We have the video from High Times. It's going to come out soon. That'll show the truth. Okay. Waiting for the video. When's the video? We invite it. We'll pay High Times for the video. We'll pay. Let's see it. Show the video. Because if the video shows that nothing happened, we would love that. So all they've done from the beginning and all they've done from the jump is deny it and try to, negate things. Like I saw Milo Berger said on your interview, oh, I have no memory of calling people. Well, he called, because here's who called us. Ed Wong from Sandbox Automatic and Smiley, his mom. Yo, Milo Berger's freaking out. Like, we got to take this record down. What the fuck? Did you not have permission? Blah, 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 blah. Pizzo from hiphopsite.com. Yo, Milo Berger's freaking out. He's calling us. Fucking Ethan from Fat Beats. Yo, Milo Berger's calling us. Boom, 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 boom. So Milo Berger seemed pretty fucking urgent the whole time. And by the way, like I said, I don't have any beef with this guy now. I'm just saying, if you're going to tell a story and you conveniently forget all these things, I'll just remind you of what happened because I remember very well.
Okay, to give some context, what you're referring to with Milo saying he doesn't remember was the incident where I asked about self bootlegging the diss tracks, right?
Correct. Correct.
And,
yeah.
And then you in a previous video have stated that like he was really upset about that and he was calling up places saying to take it down or something
That's
like
right.
that, right?
Absolutely. That's right. So that's what happened. And then it's also convenient that Milo and them were on the bill for the High Times joint where the first altercation happened. And he only remembers, what do you say, extreme violence of the extreme violence of the second one where Cage hit Self with a bottle, right? And if anybody doesn't know, what happened was LP was talking to Cage.
Wait, before we get to that part though, can we talk? Okay, so how long before SOBs did you go to Milo's house? Like how much of a gap in between that time is it?
I think it was relatively close because I think it was within a year because I think it was like around 2000 or 2001 where we went to his house, but it was all around the same time frame. It wasn't long after. And it definitely felt, it wasn't cool. Like when we went there and, you know, we went up in there. We don't give a fuck. Who was in there? Cage was in there. Some other people in there. Self and I don't give a fuck.
But this was before Cage ever said anything.
Yeah,
absolutely. But he was already standoffish with you guys a little bit. Like he didn't.
I don't think he talked to us or acknowledged us at all. You know?
Okay.
So.
Also, after the incident at SOBs, Cage did take to his forum and he went off and was basically saying that there was the footage of it that was going to come out and everything.
Where's that at? Was it fucking 25 years later? Where the fuck is that footage? We would have loved to see that footage because you would have saw what happened.
And I just want to reiterate that this is not about any current beef or anything. This is historical context that you are providing based on the details of a story that is very popular that hip hop fans have coveted and brought up numerous times. So you're helping give the full picture of what happened basically. Correct. From your account.
This is a historical event. And that's what I want to say too about what Milo said on your podcast. They tried to play it off like, oh, this is corny. Like we're 50. Why would we talk about this underground hip hop beef that happened fucking 25 years ago? Because it happened, because it's a historical thing and we all have fans. Like if somebody said to you, oh, here's a fucking video of KRS-One talking about him pushing PM Dawn off stage, you guys would be fucking jerking off to go watch it. But now that it belongs to this, the story belongs to you guys and your crew, which doesn't show you in the best light. All of a sudden it's corny. You don't think about it. You can't remember anything. I just think that's whack. I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, this doesn't rent space in my mental like that. When people bring it up, I want to be very clear about what happened and what did not happen. But I'm not like running around fucking doing tours speaking about this shit. It was just a historical event. And that's pretty cool that there was a historical event tied to something that we were a part of when we were young men, super young men. But I don't have any active beefs. I don't give a fuck. Guys like Cage, I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at any of those dudes. I feel sad for him that he had to posture and pretend like there's this evil, psycho, straitjacket, fucking fucked up mental worms in my brain. I feel that somebody bad that had to posture like that and do that. I genuinely felt bad for him that's what the mask he had to put on.
So you're cognizant of the fact that this is a situation that happened in when people were very young, they made mistakes. Everybody did some wild shit, whatever. You're just saying that an unchecked lie becomes the truth. So you want to make sure that the narrative is correct.
Oh, 1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%. Cause that's one thing. I'm not going to sit there and be like, nah, I'm not going to say nothing, man. Like I'll just let people leave it up for interpretation. People can just tell the story, whatever the way they want to fucking tell it. I'm not doing that. I'm telling the history of it because if you sit there and you hear a lie where somebody's trying to make your friend sound corny or some shit, I'm not having that. Like, I'm not having you guys negate things or try to play us out. And it's just the other funny thing, too, is like bro, this guy, and not for nothing, I don't give a fuck who knows me or who doesn't. But to just be like, oh yeah, I kind of remember these guys, and I don't really think about that. Like, look, it's posturing. It's corny. It's posturing. It's fucking, like the kids say, it's fucking cap. It's fucking bullshit. So.
Okay, so to go back to what you were initially saying, because I just wanted to make sure that we made that part clear, because, shout out to Copy and shout out to High and Mighty. I'm cool with all those guys, especially Copy, but you were just trying to clear up your side and make things clear, so.
Sure, absolutely.
But back to what you were saying about when Self gets hit with the bottle, that Milo's account of that situation.
Yeah, he just said it was like a violence, extreme violence or some shit like that. Like, look, Self doesn't deny, because I think they tried to deny that Cage got hit. Self doesn't deny that this dude sneak attacked him with a fucking bottle. It's not like
he spoke about it in a song, didn't he? What song was that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He talked Haterama or something like that. He said something about, he tried to say, the punches didn't feel like anything. Good for him. The point is, Self punched him a few times. He got punched. He got an old school fucking little whap fucking crack in his fucking face. And, good. It didn't put him in the hospital. Didn't fuck anybody up. Everybody survived. Everybody's good now. It's all good. But Cage ran up when Self was talking to LP and ran up and cracked him in the head with a bottle. And then he didn't hang out. He didn't square up. And I think that there was an account where somebody said security cruised in and broke it up. Like, he's not built like that. Let me just be real. Not everybody has to be built like that. It's not everybody's got to be a tough fucking fighter and crazy, but just don't posture like you are. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be that guy who fronts. But Cage isn't built like that. I mean, even in the old school way, somebody squaring up and having a fucking fist fight. Cage isn't built like he is built like running up, hitting somebody with a bottle and running away, though.
Were you there for that situation?
No, I wasn't there for that night. I wasn't there for that night. I just had everybody.
Who was with Self when that situation happened?
So a lot of people, I think Lewis Logic was in the building. I think Poison Pen might have been in the building, but with Self was this crew, was my boy Flav, some members from this crew called the Browns Villains, who I think MOP knows or something like that. Don't give me, maybe that's not, I'm not sure, but I know some of the guys from the Browns Villains were there. There was a whole bunch of people. And Self.
But they were right next to him when he got hit?
No, Self against everyone's fucking thoughts. Self walked off to just talk to LP at the bar and squash it. And
got you. Okay, because I was about to ask you about the conversation with LP. Like, was it friendly or was it,
I think it was just going nowhere. And that happened. There was somebody I'm trying to remember who was really upset and didn't want to leave and wanted to cause a real big problem on behalf of Self. And I'm trying to remember who the fuck it was. Because once again, like I said, I wasn't there. I just heard all the aftermath. And I can't recall who that was, but it was getting a little crazy. Like, Big Scoob was there too with Self. Big Scoob from Scoob and Scrap from Johnny Famous. Scoob who danced with Kane, and Scoob, Johnny Famous, that's his other name. Hip hop legend. Scoob was there too, and everybody was upset. Everybody was upset about him getting, and then security came and kicked Self out, and everybody was waiting outside, and shit was about to get really stupid. And I think Self decided that, this is stupid. Self once again, Self got cracked in the head with a bottle. He didn't have to go to the fucking hospital. He didn't have to get stitches. There was nothing like that. So,
what was your reaction when you found out that happened?
I was mad, man. I was really mad. I was mad I didn't go because I didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't think anything was going to happen, and I was doing something else. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was mad I didn't go. I was mad that at those guys. I definitely in my youth, I definitely wanted to continue to say, "Oh, word, that's what he wants to do." Well, and at some point we were just like, fuck this shit, bro. What's gonna happen? What are we gonna do? Fucking something crazy is gonna happen, you know. But you know, it was definitely it definitely pissed me off. I wasn't worried at all, and you know, like I said, here's the thing I said before. We didn't really consider this real beef. It was annoying, and they annoyed the shit out of us. They annoyed us. Self and I, over the years of dealing with people and traveling the world, we've had beefs that have been scary, where I pray and I'm thankful and grateful that I got out of a lot of situations that we were in. And there were serious problems that we've had in the past. This was not a serious problem. This was fucking corny. And it's just the history, because it was somebody notable on our level at that time, that it gets taken this crazy and this serious. But it's not a serious thing. It was never a serious thing. And I just think the way that those guys, everything that they did, most of them, was really fucking corny and posturing and clownish.
What were some of the other key pivotal moments within that beef? If there's any other events that you can name off?
I don't know. Like
any other like meetups or confrontations, or
no,
just mainly diss tracks, right?
Just fucking diss tracks. And that's the thing too. I waited. See, some of the guys like injected themselves in the situation and just took it upon themselves to make diss records. And everybody agreed that was really corny of them to do that. I was waiting for somebody to say my name. I'm like, yo, the minute anybody says my fucking name, I'm going fucking thermonuclear war. But nobody said anything. And you know, just nobody, I left it to SO and Self, and that was it. But those guys, you know, I think Tame One tried to say something one time, and that was tough for me, because Tame One's one of my favorite fucking rappers of all time. You know, he's incredible. Sure. Tame One is phenomenal, man. He's one of the dopest guys. And I just think that he was riding for Cage. I don't think it was anything specific, but I think he threw a little shot at SO or somebody. I don't remember what the story was. I think Vast Air, I think A$AP Rock said something. You know.
But you can kind of respect that, right? That if you're riding for your side because of the loyalty factor, at least, like you understand like why somebody would do that.
Sure, but I think the right thing to do is wait till somebody goes. It's like jumping into a fight that's not you know, you see a one-on-one, you see two people fighting, you don't jump in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if my boy's fighting somebody head up and they're squared up, I'm gonna go start punching the person too. I don't know. That's just always how I viewed it. And when we had the discussion too, I'm like, yo, should I say something? And be like, yo, you don't wait till somebody says your name. Wait till somebody brings you in this shit. It's like a tag. It's like a wrestling tag match. You know, tag me in, please. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready to fucking go.
So did you see what Copyright said about how like he wishes that he got along with a lot more people in those early days, because there was a chance for a lot of people to collaborate, and the fans missed out on some good music. Do you feel that way, that like it would have been better that no one had beef?
Oh, 1,000 fucking %. 1,000 fucking %. The fans missed out on epic shit, bro. Listen, Cage and them were fucking whack for the shit that they did. But those guys, everybody was elite. We were all elite with making hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like we fucked up everybody. Everybody at that time was trying to be the man, and not everybody could get along though too. Like, look, hip hop, the older generation, the guys before us, not all of them got along. But you know, it could have been some good shit. Copyright was dope. Copyright still is dope. You know, and I got love for Copyright because, you know, I just, like I said, I just think that he went through a lot of shit. He initially was with the wrong team, and you know, I got love for him, man, and it's all good. It's at the end of the day, it's all love. But I agree with him. I agree that, you know, we could have done some shit at some point. You know,
look
at Ill Bill and Paz, and I've worked with Ill Bill, and I've worked with, you know, all these people. You know, look at Necro's collabed with so many people we're down with. Everybody's dope, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us guys, underground guys, you know, who have rocked with each other, there's always been dope outcomes from that.
For sure, man. Shout out to Copy and shout out to High and Mighty and everybody that was involved and stuff. It's definitely unfortunate that that the fans missed out on this. I know that like there's a part of the fan base that kind of gets excited about the fact that there was beef, and it's like, you know, enticing to watch stuff about it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, there's another side of it that that we missed out on some good music.
Right. That's absolute.
Is there anything else you want to clear up about the situation or you want to say?
No, that's my biggest point is just trying to negate that this wasn't a historical event is once again, it's like, you know, KRS-One not talking about the PM Dawn shit. Like that's corny to them too. It's part of the history, man. It's just, it is what it is. It's not glorifying it. It's not making it cool. It's just, it's part of the history.
What about Copy going on your podcast?
Yeah, I'm down. If he wants to fly to fucking Connecticut, yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, I'd hang out with him. We'll go fucking eat, go hang out, fucking all that shit, you know? But if he wants to fly to Connecticut, absolutely, let's go. You put him on the shortcast.
Bro, I think the fans would go crazy for that. I'm telling you, I think the
probably.
fans would go crazy for that. You guys let us know down in the comments if you want to see that happen or not, man.
Right. And he'll get, you know, open arms welcome, all love. We'll roll out the red carpet from, and it's all love. You know what I'm saying? There's no, I don't have any ill will towards Copy at all.
For sure, man. What about High and Mighty?
I don't have any ill will for them. I just don't have any respect. You know, I think
can they come on the podcast?
Fuck that. They don't want to come on the podcast. They don't even know who the fuck I am, apparently. Fuck them. They look like fucking dorks anyway.
Don't do that, man. Come on, man.
I'm just being honest. I told you, out of my head. I look at them. Come on.
All right. I'm asking for too much. All right. That's my fault. I'm asking for too much. You already said yes to Copy. I shouldn't be saying more. Okay.
Right.